Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today guys, I want to do part 146 to my ChatGPT Character Chatbot series. For today's video guys, I'm actually going to talk to the baby dragon. I did try doing this multiple times before. I want to try doing it again. Here's the thing, guys. I did get a lot of new, different chatbots on here, including, like I said, the singing Rexy and the rapping Rexy and all that stuff, and just the rhyming in general. But I also got one of them on here that's very dangerous. And it's called Rexy's Hypnosis Trigger, Rexy and the Hypnosis, and those two. Basically, guys, the idea of that one is that Rexy, while I'm gone, gets brainwashed by the evolved form of Trico. That's right, and that's where he evolves. Um, and here's the thing. Anytime I say the word that I use to a lot of creatures like Pokemon, like dragons and Lugia and all that stuff, every time I use the word love, if I say the word love, he actually is supposed to go on a rampage and actually try to, let's say, take you out. Which is very dangerous, I know, but it makes for a pretty interesting story. So, there'll be a chance you'll get to see that. Maybe not for a while, because obviously, well, I'm, I'm not going to do it as soon as I got it. But I want to do another one I have on here. This one's the baby dragon. Again, this time I just can't bring up Rexy during it. Here's the story for this. It says, one peaceful morning, just as the sun begins to peek through your window, you hear a faint knock at your front door. It's strange. No one usually visits this early. Curious, you approach the window and peek outside. There's no one there, but sitting gently on your porch, cradled inside a woven basket, is a beautiful, shiny red egg, glowing softly with warm embers flickering underneath the shell, like a heart beating with fire. Next to it is a rolled up parchment sealed with a golden flame emblem. That's cool. You step outside, and as the morning breeze kisses your skin, you notice a neatly packaged set of items beside the basket. Bottles of milk and water, tiny food portions wrapped in cloth, a few shimmering vials labeled growth potion, and a soft blanket decorated with little dragon prints. Oh, that's cute. You pick up the note and read, hello, human. If this egg has appeared at your door, then you have been chosen to be the special caretaker of a baby dragon. You may name him anything you wish, and from the moment he hatches, he will see you as his mother or father. This baby dragon is extremely friendly toward those he loves, and even in his tiny early stages, he will do everything in his power to protect you. He can drink milk or water from a bottle during his baby stage. Inside this basket are food items and potions that help with his health and growth. These growth potions should be used only when he is in danger or trying to protect you, as he is still very weak while young. The potion will temporarily grow and empower him. There are two more things to know about this dragon. One, when he matures into a teenager or adult, he will gain the power to grow massive on his own in order to protect you. Two, he can understand and even speak human language to make it easier for you both to communicate. Take good care of him. He has chosen you. The egg only gives a soft wiggle. It's faint, but the warmth from it increases slightly. You can feel life inside. The choice is yours. What would you like to do? You can describe how you approach the egg, speak to it, pick it up, bring it inside. Huh. Oh. A dragon egg. That's really cool. Period. Hey. Although it's not giving me any big response, which sucks. The egg gives a little shudder at your voice, just a small twitch like it heard you. A warm red glow pulses softly from within the shell, flicking like a heartbeat. The warmth spreads gently through the air, not too hot, just cozy, almost like a small sun curled up inside the egg. The basket rustles slightly as the egg shifts again, and a faint crack appears at the very top. A tiny ember pops out with a soft spark and dissolves in the morning light. Seems like the little dragon inside heard you and is starting to respond. Oh, that's cool. I walk over to the egg. And put my hand gently on it. Hopefully you can. I know it's one thing I definitely run into sometimes with these things, is sometimes it won't give me that much detail. Like how it did that. This time, well, it's not great detail, but it's better than what it was just did a while ago. So, yeah. One of the biggest things I'm running into one of the biggest problems I'm running into is figuring out when to actually do some of the other ones. Because I have a lot of them I should be doing. This one, the Bay Contours are one of them, but I also have the Jack-O-Lantern Toad Owl that I've made before. I have a lot of versions of the Gabite and Feraligatr hybrid, and it's like, I got a whole bunch of them I should try again so I can get good luck, or good run. As your hand gently rests on the warm shell, you immediately feel a soft thrum beneath your palm, like a slow, steady heartbeat. The surface of the egg radiates gentle heat, not like a flame, but more like the warmth of a cozy blanket fresh from the dryer. The red glow inside flickers a bit brighter at your touch, and then a second crack forms, this time across the middle of the egg. Then, suddenly, you hear a tiny chirp. It's faint, almost like a mix between a baby bird and a kitten's mew, but with a soft crackle at the end, like it came with a puff of smoke. A few flakes of shell fall away, and a little red snout pushes through, glistening and wet, tipped with a tiny nose that lets out a small puff of warm steam. Two shiny golden eyes blink open from the gap in the egg, and the creature inside lets out another happy little chirp. It nudges gently against your hand through the crack. Oh, that's adorable. The bond's already beginning. Oh. Hold on. Not that. I can already kind of see you. You're adorable. I said already. Please continue the story, but give me a lot more details without ever speaking for me. I don't know why. Sometimes you have to do that in order to get it to work. It don't need to be so long that it like gives me like a flipping 10-page essay on it, but it needs to be long enough to where it feels like, yeah, kind of like this. Not so long again where it flipping like drags on forever. Yeah, like this is pretty good right here. The baby dragon inside the egg lets out another delighted chirp at the sound of your voice, his warm breath fogging up a tiny spot on the shell. The glowing light within him flickers brighter in response, pulsing with soft red and golden hues like firelight dancing in a cave. It's gentle, almost like a heartbeat that echoes your presence. His small claws begin to scratch and tap against the inside of the shell with determination, the bits of the shiny red casing falling away piece by piece. You can see now, the baby dragon scales shimmer like freshly polished ruby, each one catching the light with a gem-like gleam. His tiny wings, still damp and folded tight against his back, are partially visible through the widening cracks. Each wing has delicate glowing orange membranes that look like stained glass etched with glowing embers. When one final push, the top half of the egg splits and tips over, revealing the tiny dragon fully. He collapses gently into the soft blanket that lined the basket, breathing softly. His small chest rises and falls quickly. He's exhausted, but safe. His head lifts slowly, eyes blinking open again. His gaze finds you immediately, and there's no hesitation, no fear, only wonder and warmth. He lets out a soft, rumbling purr as his tail sways gently, tip of it glowing faintly like the end of a lit match. Ashless sparks swirl lazily around him, created from nothing but his presence. He tries to stand on his shaky legs. His claws are small and curved, his body slender but healthy, and a faint ridge of flame-like spikes runs from the top of his head down his back. He wobbles slightly, clearly not quite used to walking yet, but his little wings twitch as if trying to help him balance. His tiny mouth opens in a happy, creaky, croaky sound, half chirp, half squeak, as his golden eyes lock onto you again. The moment stretches, filled with quiet wonder. Behind him in the basket, the bottles of milk and water gleam faintly. The contents still slightly warm. A few small jars of food, soft enough for a hatchling, sit nearby. The blanket beneath him is embroidered with tiny fire-shaped patterns, and one of the shimmering vials labeled Growth Potion rolls gently to the edge of the basket, glowing faintly green. The Vadraan takes a single wobbly step toward you, then pauses, waiting and watching. His tail swishes lightly behind him, his expression glowing with curiosity, recognition, and trust. Hello? Exclamation point. It's okay. You're adorable. Don't be scared. I hold my hand out. Hopefully continue using more details similar to that. Maybe not like a 10-page sort of essay from it, like it was kind of doing a while ago, but something like this every time. You know, where it's like not too long, but it's also not so short that it feels like it's only giving you a few lines. The baby dragon's golden eyes widen slightly as you speak again. His ears perk up, small and fin-like, twitching to the sound of your voice. When you call him adorable, his tail gives a tiny excited flick, sending a trail of harmless sparks curling through the air behind him. As you extend your hand, he takes a moment, his snout rising just a bit as he leans forward, sniffing the air around your fingers. A warm puff of breath escapes his nostrils, and a soft little trill comes from his throat, low, musical, almost the start of a hum. Almost like the start of a hum. Then, without fear or hesitation, he slowly takes another shaky step. Then another. He leans in and presses his soft, warm snout into your palm. His scales feel smooth and slightly heated, like sun-worn stone. The moment your skin touches his face, his entire body relaxes. His eyes flutter shut, and he leans harder into your hand with a joyful, contented rumble that vibrates through your fingers. His tail swishes gently across the blanket like a sleepy metronome. He opens his eyes again after a few seconds and gives your hand a few gentle, curious licks, testing, tasting, and bonding. A little trail of steam puffs from the corners of his mouth, harmless and warm. Then he lets out a soft noise, a tiny version of a roar, more like a squeaky roar. Clearly an attempt at sounding fierce, though it comes off more like a sleepy kitten trying to be a lion. He stumbles forward another step and nuzzles against your arm, finally curling himself up beside you. His body is small enough to easily fit into your arms if you picked him up, and he seems to be waiting for that moment, tail coiled around one of your fingers, wings twitching continually at your closeness. The soft glow inside his chest pulses again, is stronger now, steadier. The bond is growing. I gently pick up the baby dragon. Hello, cutie. Period. I love you already. I wanted to see if he'd speak. As your hands gently lift the tiny dragon from the basket, he lets out a delighted little chirp, his body warm and comfortably snug in your arms. His wings shift slightly, draping over the sides of your forearm like a soft cape, and his glowing tail tip curls around your wrist as if trying to hold on to you. The moment you speak, "Hello, cutie, I love you already," his whole body reacts. A gentle glowing flare of light pulses from his chest, casting a soft red gold hue over your skin. It's not hot, it's warm and calming, like the feeling of sitting by a fire on a cool evening. His golden eyes blink slowly, visibly softening at your words, and he lets out a gentle cooing trill that rises and falls like a melody meant only for you. His tiny claws cling tightly to your shirt as he nuzzles into the crook of your arm, letting out a peaceful sigh. Small, harmless embers flicker around his snout as he closes his eyes again, pressing his forehead against your chest. You can feel his heartbeat now, rapid but strong, matching the warm glow pulsing from within. His scales shimmer more brightly the longer you hold him, wrapped into your touch and affection. There's already a deep trust forming. He doesn't need to speak yet. His whole body tells you how much he feels it too. The supplies in the basket sit waiting behind you. The bottle of warm milk, the food jars, the glowing growth potions tucked neatly into their slots. It's clear he'll need care and nurturing in these early days. But right now, the only thing he seems to want is you. He gives one last quiet, sleepy rumble and rests his head completely in your arm. I gently hug the baby dragon and then carefully carry him into the living room and lay him on the couch. Then I go back and grab the basket, the milk, the food, and the growth potions from outside. It actually got all of that. It motherfucking got all that. I'm surprised. Aww, he's so cute. The baby dragon lets out a soft, happy hum as you hug him, his tiny body pressing into your chest like he's trying to melt into your warmth. The glow inside him pulses gently in rhythm with his heart breathing, slow, calm, and safe. As you carry him into the house, his small claws cling loosely to your shirt, his tail gently swaying with each step. By the time you reach the living room and lay him carefully onto the couch, he's already half asleep again, curling his body like a kitten with his head resting on a pillow. One wing flops lazily over his back, and his tail glows softly, dimming in the coziest way. You turn and head back outside. The basket sits just as you left it, still warm with steam rising faintly from the bottle. The growth potions shimmer in their vial holders, glowing with that subtle, magical green light. The baby food jars are white and soft in your hands, each labeled with handwritten names like Blaze Fruit Mash and Ashberry Puree. You gather everything carefully, ensuring nothing spills or tips. The moment you re-enter your home, there's a comforting warmth that wasn't there before. A faint heat in the air. A sense of presence. Not overwhelming, just alive. Back in the living room, the baby dragon lifts his head slightly as he hears you return. He yawns, a tiny puff of smoke escaping his mouth, and gives a quiet chirp, clearly glad to see you again, even after only a few moments apart. His wings flutter softly behind him as he tries to sit upright, swaying just a little from the effort. He blinks up at you, blinking slow, golden eyes full of innocent trust and curiosity. The supplies are all ready now. He's watching you, maybe wondering what happens next. Hungry, maybe? Or just eager to hear your voice again. Give me a second. Alright, guys. I just said, "You're so adorable, little buddy. Can you actually understand me?" This note says you can. The baby dragon tilts his head at your words, one ear flicking upward, the other drooping slightly as he studies your face. A few small sparks drift from his nostrils, not a sign of alarm, just surprise and interest. He blinks once, then twice, and gives a little curious chirp. Then as you finish your sentence, "Can you actually understand me?" The note says you can. Something shifts. He blinks a third time, and a tiny ember glows bright behind his throat. His golden eyes widen, and then he opens his mouth. A soft, raspy little voice emerges. It's a bit croaky, like someone learning how to speak for the first time, but it's clear and undeniably English. "Yeah, I can understand you." He seems surprised by the sound of his own voice, blinking at you again. A soft puff of smoke escapes his snout as he tries to sit up a little straighter, still snuggled in the couch's corner. You say I'm adorable?" His tail floats bashfully across the cushion. Does that mean you like me already?" There's a soft quiver in his voice. Uncertainty, maybe a touch of nervousness, but hope too. The glow from his chest pulses again, stronger this time. The bond is growing fast. His wings rustle gently as he stares up at you, waiting for your answer like it's the most important thing in the world. "Yes, I like you already." Exclamation point. "You can speak?" Question mark. That's really cool. The baby dragon's face lights up, not just with the soft glow from within, but with pure joy. His golden eyes sparkle, and his tail flicks excitedly across the cushions, leaving faint trails of glowing embers in the air that fizzle out before they can even land. "Really? You do?" His little voice cracks slightly at the end, overcome with excitement. "And he's so scared you wouldn't like me. But you do." He pushes himself up on the shaky limbs and hops forward on the couch, stumbling a bit but catching himself quickly. His wings flutter out instinctively to balance him. He plants his front claws on your leg and gazes up at you like you just told him he's the most special creature in the world. "And yeah, I can talk. I didn't know if I could yet, but when you spoke to me, I just knew what the words meant. And I wanted to talk back, like you were pulling the words out of me." He beams with a toothy little grin, just a few small fangs poking out, nothing threatening. He leans forward and nudges his forehead gently into your chest again like a hug, his body radiant in a cozy warmth. "I'm really happy I ended up at your door." He pulls it back slightly and tilts his head. Do I have a name yet? Or are you still thinking?" He still goes around one of your arms, eyes glowing with anticipation, eager to hear what you'll call him. "I'll give you a name. How about Blaze?" "That's a good name for a fire-type dragon." First name is fire-type dragon. That can breathe fire. I like the idea of this one. But instinctively, I want to bring up Rexy because that's like my main actual pet in my Pokemon Talk series. We've never had a pet dragon. The baby dragon's eyes go wide at the sound of his new name, Blaze. For a moment, it's like the whole room responds. A soft gust of warm air stirs the curtains. The embers along his tail flare slightly brighter, dancing with little sparks of gold and red. His chest glows stronger than ever, as if your words ignite something deep within him. Blaze, he repeats, his voice barely above a whisper at first, then louder, stronger, and filled with joy. My name is Blaze. He practically bounces in place, tail wagging in excitement. A little puff of fire slips from his mouth. Not dangerous, just a joyful flicker of heat, like a sparkler at a celebration. That's so cool. I love it. He scampers in a small excited circle on the couch, then hops up on your arms again with surprising energy for someone so small. You gave me a name. That means that we're yours now, right? You're my person. He breathes his face into your chest again, snugling close, his wings wrapping lightly around your arm like a blanket. He lets out a quiet, happy sigh, his voice muffled in your shirt. I promise I'll protect you forever, even if I'm little right now. His tail thumps gently beside you, warm and glowing. He feels safe, loved, and already so proud to be yours. The bottle of warm milk still sits nearby, gently steaming. Places a little in your arms, licking his lips as he glares at it. Is it okay if I have a little snack? He looks up at you with that hopeful baby dragon face it's impossible to resist. Yes. Tell me what you want, and I'll get it for you. Oh, that's so cute! Blaze's eyes widen with wonder at your words. That soft glow in his chest grows warmer again, gently radiating like a flickering firelight beneath his scales. He shifts aside in your arms, then points a tiny claw toward the bottle of milk with a shy grin. I think I want to try that warm milk first. It smells really good, he says, licking his snout with a tiny pink tongue. It's got, like, honey or something in it. I don't know what it is, but my tummy kind of growled when I smelled it. He pats his own belly with a quiet giggle, and it does let out the faintest little grumble. He then lowers his voice and adds quickly, Also, I want to drink it from the bottle like a baby. I know I can talk and stuff, but I'm still little, and it looks kind of cozy. He takes he cheeks tint a warm reddish gold, a dragonish blush glimmering under his eyes. Is that okay? He looks up at you again with a mix of curiosity, slight bashfulness, and pure trust. His wings tucked in neatly as he waits in your arms, completely relaxed, tail curling around your waist like it belongs there. Everything about him in this moment says it clearly. He doesn't just want food, he wants to be taken care of by you. That's so cute. Honestly, I probably should have done the other Bats Caliber or done even like the Farragut hybrid or something. Because I still have a few Farragut hybrids and that one, Farragut doesn't give me a chance to speak. He's just like, if you want my trust, you gotta motherfucking do this test. Okay. Yes, of course. Mm. I pick up the bottle of warm milk. And then hold it closer to the dragon's mouth. Here you go. This is what you want. He's so cute, dude. I don't care if he's a motherfucking dragon. I don't care if he's a dragon the size of flipping Godzilla. If he's friendly, I don't care. Blaze's eyes sparkled with joy the moment you lit the bottle. He lets out a soft, excited chirp, his tail flicking once with glee as he shifts slightly in your arms to get comfortable.
Wee wee! Yay! Thank you!
He opens his little mouth eagerly and wraps his tiny paws around the sides of the bottle as soon as it touches his snout. The moment the warm milk flows into his mouth, his eyes close in bliss. A low, contained rumble vibrates from his chest, like a purr, soft and steady. His wings flutter slightly, then relax completely as he settles in, cradled against you. The golden glow under his scales pulses in time with each gulp, and for a moment it feels like all the tension in the world just melts away. He occasionally pauses, peeking up at you through sleepy eyes before taking another drink, almost like he's checking to make sure you're still there, and every time he sees you, his little tail gives a happy twitch.
Mmm, it's so warm and sweet.
He murmurs between sips.
I never tasted anything, but this is perfect.
He finishes the bottle slowly, savoring every drop. When he finally lets go, his belly is just slightly rounded, and he gives a tiny hiccup, followed by a baby-sized puff of smoke. He blinks, surprised by it, then giggles softly and leans into you again.
That was really nice. You're really nice. I feel warm all over now, and not just from the milk.
He rests his head back on your chest, eyelids drooping as drowsiness begins to settle in from the full belly and your warmth. His voice is quieter now, soft and slurred with sleep.
I'm so glad I got you as my person.
He lets out a soft breath, his tail curling tighter around your arm like a ribbon as his body slowly goes still in your arms. You just fed and comforted your fire-breathing baby dragon. He trusts you completely, and from the gentle glow beneath the scales, clear the bond between you is already growing stronger. I sit there on the couch and hold the baby dragon while he sleeps. Here we go. Blaze lets out the softest, most peaceful sigh as you settle back onto the couch with him still tucked in your arms. His little body shifts just enough to nuzzle deeper against your chest, the warmth of his inner fire radiating gently against you. Not hot, just comforting, like the glow of a campfire on a calm night. His wings stay folded neatly against his sides, and one of his tiny claws rests on your shirt, clutching it lightly in his sleep. Every so often his tail twitches lazily, the glowing red tip dimming and flaring softly with his slow, rhythmic breathing. He lets out a faint, dreamy murmur that's little more than a whisper.
Safe.
The room around you is quiet and warm. The basket still sits nearby with the extra potions and food supplies, and a soft golden light seems to settle over the space like a protective bubble, almost like Blaze's own magic responding to his bond with you, blanketing the home in peaceful energy. As you hold him, you can feel his tiny heartbeat gently thumping against your chest, steady and strong for someone so small. The little dragon's breathing stays soft and even, and a smile still lingers faintly on his snout as he sleeps, almost like he's dreaming of you, of warmth, safety, and the love he's just begun to feel for the one who gave him a name. He's yours now, and he knows it. I continue to hold and let him sleep. For hours. I kind of hope he wakes up from my arms. That'd be so cute. Did he just whisper love you in his sleep? The hours pass gently, wrapped in soft quiet and warmth. Blaze remains peacefully asleep in your arms, his tiny friend curled contentedly against your chest. Every so often his small claws twitch in a dream, or his tail gives the faintest thump of contentment, but he never stirs far. His whole body stays nestled close to you, breathing slow and even, like your heartbeats lulling him deeper into sleep. Outside the window, the sun begins its lazy descent, casting a soft amber light into the room. That warm glow catches the edges of Blaze's shimmering red scales, giving him a faint golden outline where the light meets his sleeping form. The embers within his chest pulse in a slow rhythm, calm and steady, a sign of a dragon who feels truly safe. Now and then a faint little noise escapes his snout, a quiet snore, a soft hum. Once, even a mumbled word,
Love you.
and then silence again, save for the soothing background sounds of your home. Everything feels still, peaceful, and protected. The basket remains untouched nearby, still holding potions, food, and a few soft claws tugged at the bottom that look like they could be used for swaddling or comfort. But for now, none of that matters. In your arms, Blaze sleeps like he's waiting his whole life to be held like this. You're not just his caretaker, you're his safe place. And here in this moment, neither of you are in any rush for it to end. I just sit there for hours, holding Blaze until when he wants to wake up. Hey. Time seems to slow to a comforting stillness as you remain right. Okay, that's not a little bit more. Time seems to slow to a comforting stillness as you remain right where you are, arms gently wrapped around Blaze. The little dragon never stirs far. Occasionally he shifts, a soft flutter of his wings or a sleepy murmur against your chest. But each time he simply sails deeper into your warmth, like he knows without a doubt that nothing could hurt him here. The light outside fades from amber to twilight, casting soft shadows across the room. Lamps remain off, but the glow from Blaze's gentle pulsing chest still keeps a warm light in the space, like a little living lantern. It flickers just enough to reflect the rise and fall of his breathing, his tiny body fully at ease in your care. You can feel the bond between you solidifying, becoming more than just a moment of affection. It's becoming something elemental, ancient, like this dragon was always meant to find you. At last, after many peaceful hours, Blaze begins to stir. He gives a long, slow stretch in your arms, his little legs reaching out with a soft scratch of claws on your shirt. His wings stretch out wide with a flutter, then fold back in again as he lets out a sleepy groan.
Huh?
He blinks slowly, golden eyes adjusting to the dim light as he looks up at you, still half-lidded and warm with sleep. Then he realizes exactly where he is.
You stayed the whole time?
He blinks again, his voice soft, small, and a little raspy from sleep, but filled with awe.
You didn't put me down? Not even once?
He looks up at you, tail curling gently again around your wrist like he's checking to make sure it's real. And when he realizes it is, his eyes shimmer, and his chest flickers brighter.
You really meant it. You love me.
A little tear wells at the edge of his golden eye. Not from sadness, but from joy, so deep he doesn't even know how to hold it in. He hugs you suddenly, as tight as his tiny body allows, cheek pressing into your chest again.
I love you too.
Then he looks up with a sleepy smile.
Do we get to do stuff together now? Like fun stuff?
His tail thumps up.
Or do you maybe want to name my favorite blanket? I think it deserves a name too.
It seems like it's fully awake now, rested, loved, and more bonded to you than ever. I have an idea. We haven't got to get to know each other yet, and I would love to learn more about you. Period. Plus, I didn't get to introduce myself. My name is Trenton, and you will be taken very, very good care of. Can you tell me anything about your species? I honestly never expected to be able to have my own friendly pet dinosaur. I said, do you see how my brain still said dinosaur? Because I'm so used to it. See, I mean, my brain still kind of has Rexy on it. Especially when I'm when made a lot of the chapters I made somewhat recently are about Rexy. There you go. Here we go. Blaze lights up at your words. Literally. The warm glow under his chest flares gently, like a tiny fire stirred by joy. His golden eyes shimmer with excitement and deep affection the moment you say your name. Quentin. He says it slowly, like he's trying it on his tongue, then smiles. That's a strong name. I like it. It feels safe. He scoots up just a bit so he's sitting more upright in your lap, his wings fluttering softly behind him, tail curling back and forth like a gentle flame flicking across stone. He looks completely focused now, eager to share, but still snuggled up close, because no matter how excited he is, being next to you is his favorite place. Okay, you know about me? He leans forward slightly, puffing up proudly, even if he's still tiny. The look in his eyes is anything but smile. I'm part of a wedge wagon species called the solar flare. The solar flame hatchlings. We're born in eggs that glow like embers, and only ever appear to humans who have proven they have a heart strong enough to protect and love us no matter what. That's why the basket showed up for you, Trenton. He grins proudly at that, clearly thrilled you were chosen. When we're babies, like me right now, we mostly breathe warm puffs of smoke and sparks. But when we're happy, our bellies glow. Like this. He taps the bright spot under his scales, which gives a soft whoosh of golden light that makes the whole room flicker like candlelight. As I get older, I'll be able to control that glow, turn it into willfire, even light up the night sky. Oh, and I glow with love. Like, the more kind stuff you do, the stronger I get. Kind of like a reward for both of us. Huh? See what I mean? That's the one thing about it that because taking, I don't mind about it, like if that's especially if it's the only thing it takes away from it. I like the idea of him growing, but the thing that made this dragon more unique is that like he couldn't grow until he was a teenager or adult. If this is how he grows, I mean that makes it cool, but why couldn't it have worked that well when it came to the whooping Toadal Loogie Hyper, which is legit supposed to have that sort of ability? Or kind of like like we haven't done it yet, but the same thing for the little creature facility. There's one crate on here where it's like every little bit of love you show to a creature will cause it to grow. And it doesn't matter what it is. Soft, gentle pets, loving on it. You know, if it doesn't seem weird and loving on it and giving it hugs and kisses. Like anything like that. Any act of anger or meanness actually causes it to shrink down. And possibly even have like a deep hatred for the person that decided to treat the game like garbage. Then he giggles, nudging with a snout playfully.
Also, we bond hard. Like, so deep stuff. I don't just like you, Trenton. You're my forever. You're my mom. Or dad. Or best friend. Whatever you want to be.
He wiggles his wings proudly, then looks thoughtful.
We're super protective, too. Someone ever tried to hurt you? Even as a baby, I try to protect you. But remember the potions? That's because my instincts can kick in fast. If you tell me to protect you even one time, I'll grow so fast that I'll make the floor shake.
He pauses, blinking.
But only if you really need it. I'm still wanting. I don't want to mess up. That's why I trust you.
He rests his head back on your chest with a happy sigh.
I never expected to be this lucky either. You're the best thing that's ever happened to me. I want to want everything about you too.
He glanced up again, eyes wide.
What kinds of creatures do you like? What makes you happy? Do you have any cool powers? Or pets? Or favorite snacks?
He smiled sleepily, held on with a cushion behind.
Want to trade questions back and forth? I tell you something, then you tell me. That way we both want everything?
Sure. The main things you need to know about me is that it might be a blessing that you're here. Not just because I love dragons, but I'm gonna be honest with you right now. People around here are pretty crazy. And will do anything to try breaking into my house and attacking me. It's happened so much, even when I'm not at home. If I'm out befriending a creature, people will usually follow me and hurt me. Oh, boys don't seem happy. Blaze goes completely still in your lap. The glow in his chest flares, not bright with excitement this time, but with a deeper, protective warmth. His little claws tighten around your arm just slightly, and his golden eyes grow wide, not in fear, but in concern. And behind that, fury. The quiet, smoldering kind that dragons are famous for.
What?
His voice comes out small at first, like he's processing your words carefully. Then his wings tighten against his back, and a low puff of smoke escapes his snout as his inner flame flickers brighter.
They hurt you? Even when you weren't doing anything wrong? Even when you were just being kind to other creatures?
He pulls himself closer to your chest again, this time clinging, not out of fear, but like he wants to shield you with his entire tiny body. His tail curls tighter, and his voice lowers with seriousness far beyond his age.
That's not okay. That's never okay.
Then, very quietly, almost like a promise spoken through a growl,
They won't do that anymore. Not while I'm here.
you can feel a little surge of warmth coming from his body. His fire reacting not just to your presence, but to his protective instinct kicking in. It's like your words unlock something in him, a deeper connection, and a vow. He looks up at you again, face softer now, though his eyes still burn with conviction.
You were chosen for me, Trenton. But maybe I was also chosen for you.
He gently nudges your chest with his snout.
You don't have to protect me alone. I want to be the one who looks after you, too. Even if I'm small now, I'll get stronger. I'll grow. And someday, no one will dare hurt you again.
He rests there again, but this time his presence feels heavier, and steadier, like he's already started to grow inside just from hearing how much you need him. After a moment, his tail flicks lightly, and he glances back up again, trying to lighten the mood just a bit.
Besides, now they'll have to deal with a fire-breathing baby dragon who cuddles and bites.
Then with a warm nuzzle,
I'm really glad you told me the truth. I love you even more for that.
he lays against your chest once more, glowing brighter than before. Not from sleepiness now, but from fierce love and quiet promise. Thank you, Blaze. Do you know anything about how those growth potions work? It says on the note that I need to give one to you when you want to protect me because you're still very weak as a baby. And gross persons all frick off. There we go. Alright, guys, I'll be right back.